Every SBC on FC26, whether it's these player SBCs down here or the gamble SBCs where you get cards like Pacho, Ronaldinho, Wirtz, Bale, all of them are basically free. All you need is the right method to grind the SBCs that are in the game right now. And no BS unlimited pack method, nothing like that. Let's just go over the fastest way to grind the most packs to complete every single SBC you want to do on this game for free. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So we're going to cover the setup, what SBCs to actually go and complete. No matter when you watch this, by the way, this will work for like the rest of the game because it's certain SBCs. Then we're going to go through step by step what to complete, and also 3 or 4 tips at the end that make this so much faster and basically just so much easier. First of all, the setup. Let's make this as easy as possible. This will work if you're on a phone, if you're on laptop, if you're on anything. If you're just on the console, we'll walk through that as well, don't you worry. But please, boys, if you can, use Pale Tools or Foot Genie. I'm only showing Pale Tools because it's free. You can get the V26 version, which is for your desktop, laptop, whatever, or you can get the Android version. If you're on your phone, like an iPhone, you have to Google the web app. You can't use the companion app, if that makes sense. It's a little bit annoying, but that's how it works. I assume 99% of you guys have used Pale Tools or Foot Genie or some form of extensions before, and you will know that any form of SBC grinding is just 95% faster with a tool like Pale Tools. Get it in, watch a tutorial on it if you need, get it onto your web app. And if you are just doing console, this will still be the best method, but I still recommend you try, if you can, to use Pale Tools at least or Foot Genie. Once you've got that, or if you're just doing it on the console, you can follow along as well. Go to the upgrades tab, get rid of all your favorites, and I'd go and favorite these SBCs. Now, again, if you're watching this in the future, it doesn't really matter. The actual SBCs I'll walk through at the end, what they mean, right? Because each SBC falls into a category, so it still stands. But right now, it's the Glory Hunters Crafting Upgrade. It's the 10x85 Summer Tournament. It's the 3x87 to 90. The Grind Upgrade as well, favorite that. The double 84 favorite the Daily Silver, the Daily Rare Gold, also the Daily Common, and the Daily, like all the dailies, basically. I think I've already done some of mine. Favorite the 84 plus Team of the Week pack, and then also going favorite, it's at the back here, but favorite the 8x86 upgrade, going favorite the 10x84 upgrade, the Provisions upgrade, and then, yeah, the Daily Common and the Daily Bronze Gold upgrade, or the Daily Common, Daily Bronze upgrade, and if you've got it still, the Tradable International Tour upgrade, although that does expire soon. Then once you've got all that, I would go and favorite one more thing. Go and favorite the Player SBC or the Gamble SBC, whatever it is you're trying to complete on the game right now. So one of the best Player SBCs is this Romero card. Brilliant centre-back. I'm going to favorite him as well. That's who we're going to be working towards doing this. And let's jump straight into it with step number 1. Now, again, you can speed this up using coins, but we're going to go through it. Say you're doing this for free, completely for free. If you've got coins, you can skip a few steps. You can go straight to buying some of the fodder, but we're here for doing it for free. The first SBCs you always do, this will never change no matter what SBCs are out, is the daily SBCs. So right now, for like us, that is the Daily Silver, Daily Rare Gold, but also, of course, the Daily Bronze and the Daily Common Gold upgrade. Every single person should be able to do every single one of those, do them in order, and open all the packs. When we're doing this, just open all the packs afterwards, right? And we'll recap all of this at the end. We'll do a little mini recap, just in case it goes a little bit quick. But yeah, do all the daily upgrades. Once you've got that, and you've got all your daily commons and daily rares and everything, you should have a mixture of commons and rares in your club. Now, the first thing we need to do is turn all of those commons into rares. Now, right now, there's a way to do that should be out for, I think, 21 days, and it is the crafting upgrade, if we can find it. Oh, it's right at the front there. The 5x80 crafting upgrade. Now, this is basically any SBC that turns commons into rares. If we jump into this and go into the SBC requirements, you will see 9 players in the squad, gold commons. Do not put rares into it. Don't be a silly little sausage. Put only commons in. And you get 5 80 plus rateds back, which is nice. Maybe some fodder in there, but all we really care about is getting rares. Go and put every single gold common into that SBC to get the rares back. If you are on console, you can just squad build a gold common. But once again, if you're on Pale Tools or Foot Genie, it'll be way, way faster. And then once you've gone and rinsed all your gold commons into gold rares, we're then going to go and find our gold rare upgrade. There will always be an SBC that turns gold rares into fodder. And right now, the best one is the 2x84 upgrade. Now, if you're asking me, what about the player picks? The player picks are fine to do as a bit of a gamble. However, if you're trying to build SBCs for free, like Romero, like an icon pick, whatever it is, right? These player packs are better than the player picks, right? The double 84 will just help you get fodder faster and faster. So this, as you can see, is just 6 rare golds and you'll get double 84s from it. The maximum rating to put into this is 82 rated. You want to save your 83s right now because 83s are really useful for basically so many squads on this game. So save your 83s, put everything up to 82s in this, and you can even, if you want, save a couple of 82s, like 5 to 10 82s, as sometimes you do run out of them when we do the rest of the grind. But that is basically step 1, 2, and 3. Dailies, commons to rares, rares into double 84, step 1, 2, and 3. And the reason we're doing that so much is because we need 85 rated cards. Now, I couldn't favorite the next step as we already have completed it, but the next step is going to be the provisions upgrades. Now, the provisions needs 85 rated players, and I think you can do 6 of them right now. It might even be 7 of them. You can do every single day right now. These are the single-handed best SBC for grinding player SBCs and icon SBCs. If you want to make it free, these are the best SBCs. However, you do need 3 85 plus rated cards every single day for every single provision upgrade, which is quite hard to get for free. Now, I do think if you're on any somewhat, coins at all, you can almost skip this one and just buy the 85s. But going and doing those 2x84s should get you as many as you need to go and do all the provision upgrades. And then, basically, before we move on to doing the actual big pack upgrades, all we're doing here is repeating steps 1, or I guess not steps 1 because that's the daily SBCs, but repeating steps 2 to the provisions upgrade all the way through until basically every single provisions upgrade is done. So what does that mean? You do the provisions, you open the packs and get loads of gold commons and gold rares in them. I think it's 25 rares, 15 commons. You go and put all those commons and rares into the crafting upgrade for the commons, the rares into the double 84, right? Open all of the packs and keep doing it. And eventually, if you do it enough times, it'll be really, really fast on Pale Tools and Foot Genie. You will basically do all the provisions upgrades for absolutely free. And then you'll have loads of 86, 7, 88 rated fodder left over from doing the double 84s. And you should have no cards anymore in your club below 82 rated, because all those cards you've now put into the double 84 or whatever the fodder upgrade is at the time. And then we can move on to step 5, where it really starts getting a little bit more fun because we can actually start to pack some decent cards from these SBCs onwards. So boys and girls, subscribe for more SBC grinds like this one. As we get towards the end of the game with footies, we just do these more and more because EA just give us ridiculous amount of packs. So we'll keep pumping those out, making sure you guys have got the best methods. But let's jump into step 5, which is the actual gamble SBCs, where we can pack some promo cards as well. Because of course we're here to do SBCs, but if we can pack some of the best promo cards and packs, we're not going to say no, are we? The ones that are out right now are the 10x85 Summer Tournament upgrade, and the other 2 main ones that are out right now, we have already completed all of them for the day, but it is the 10x84 upgrade, and the best one is the 8x86 upgrade. Now, the most important thing with these upgrades is knowing which ones are actually best to go and complete, and right now, it's the 8x86. Normally, the one that is just the highest rated is the best to go and complete. Not always, but most of the time, it's the best to go and complete the highest rated one first. So this 8x86 upgrade is the best. We've then got the 10x85 and the 10x84 upgrades. They all have very, very similar requirements. They need 83 rated squads, 84 rated squads, 85 rated squads, and they need Team of the Weeks, Team of the Seasons, or the new fantasy cards, at least one of them in most of the squads. But if you've done all the upgrade steps up to this so far, and especially if you follow the tips at the end of the video, you should be absolutely flying when it comes to fodder. So you can go and do the 8x86s first. Now, if you don't have any fantasy card, Team of the Season cards, Team of the Week cards, we'll get to that just in a second. But let's say you manage to do all the 8x86s. You then move on to the 10x85s. That is an 84 and an 85 rated squad, both again with a Team of the Season, Team of the Week fantasy card. And let's say you did happen to do all the 85s, right? All 5 of them. You then go and do the 10x84s. And most of you guys will not be able to do all of them just from that, because you won't have enough Team of the Seasons, Team of the Week cards. But if you can, go and do all of that, absolutely fine. And we can move on to the next step. But most of you guys won't be able to do that. And that is where this Team of the Week upgrade comes in. Now, this is the most annoying SBC in the entire world that we have to go and do it, but it's still definitely worth it. And what I will say is, if you follow the tips at the end, a few of them, you can kind of skip this, at least on most of the daily runs of doing this SBC grind. But basically, anytime you need a Team of the Week, Team of the Season card, fantasy card, because most of the squads don't need a high-rated special card, you can just go and do the 84 plus Team of the Week upgrade. It's really cheap to do, and 84 rateds are primed for what we've got from the SBC grind so far from the 84 double. So you go and do a Team of the Week upgrade. You don't need to spam them. Just go and do one for every single SBC you need it for, and you should be able to fly through the rest of the fodder. And you should be able to fly through the rest of the fodder upgrades, like the 84 times 10, the 85 times 10, just by using that Team of the Week upgrade. And those are the main gamble SBCs. Now, the biggest tip with those is open them every single time you craft one. Yes, it is amazing to save packs. I love saving packs, but every time you get that 10 times 85, go and open it, because you'll get cards that can go into this 84 rated squad and the 85 rated squad, right? It's always worth it. Hopefully, one of you guys watching this is doing this as we're watching, and you've just packed a crazy promo card. There's always someone that does it as they're watching the video. Hopefully, that was you. Once you've done that, we can then move on to the next step. Now, if you've run out of fodder already, don't you worry. Again, there's a way to make this, I would call it semi-unlimited. If anyone's selling you an unlimited pack grind right now, you know, I just don't listen, right? There's not really an unlimited pack grind right now, but there's a semi-unlimited one, which if you've run out of fodder, we'll jump into that. But let's say you're still going strong. You've got your 1085s, 84s, and 86s done. You then move on to what we call fodder grind upgrades. Again, just in case the grinds changes across the next few weeks, I'm trying to put you guys a video out that should last for a little while. But right now, we've got the 3x87 to 90, and we've got the Festival of Football grind pack. Essentially, these are packs that turn mid-rated fodder into high-rated fodder, and that's all we really care for doing player SBCs, right? I still wouldn't yet go and put cards into these player SBCs like Romero, because all we really need is 89 rated, 90 rated, 91 rated, and probably some 87s and 88 rated cards. We shouldn't be putting any 87 and 88 rated cards into any of the SBCs so far anyway. If you're needing to put 88 rated cards, I would say, and 89 rated cards to complete these 10x85s and 10x84s, I would say you've not got enough fodder for them. I wouldn't go and complete them, right? The maximum ratings we're looking to put into these gamble SBCs, I would say maybe 87. Put some 87s in if it helps you complete the squads. But 88s and 89s, we're saving those exclusively for the player SBCs or the icon SBCs, whatever you're completing at the end of the fodder grind. So that's what we're doing now. We can start with the 3x87 to 90 upgrade, which again, believe it or not, gives some 87 to 90 rated players, right? Boom, mind blown. All this is an 83 rated squad. The reason we're doing it last and the reason we're doing it sort of after everything else is because we don't really need the 87 to 90 rated cards unless we're starting to do player SBCs, and we've not started to do player SBCs yet, which is why we leave them last. But they're really, really cheap, and honestly, they don't, there's not too many of them every single day. There's only 3, but they reset every single day. Please make sure if you're grinding SBCs, you go out of your way to do that. If you run out of fodder, again, we'll talk about the sort of like unlimited, semi-unlimited pack grind we can do. But they're worth even just buying the cards for the team, because 3 87 to 90 rated cards for just some 83 rated squads isn't too bad. And I don't mean buying a full team. I mean, if you've got like half an 83 rated team, you have to just buy a couple of cards to finish it. And the second one is the grind upgrades. We get 5 rare gold players between 85 and 89. So a similar SBC, a little bit different kind of. And it's an 84 rated squad. I would do this one last. I don't believe it's quite as good as the other one, but it's still fine. You get some 89 rated cards. However, there's a reason we do this absolute last. Fodder, as you're watching this video, will be super, super cheap, which means the reason we do this last is because if people, you know, go and do this first, 84 rated, which needs to go into this SBC, cost 750 coins, and this SBC will give you a lot of 87s, 88s, and 89s, which cost 750 coins as well. 800 coins for the 88s, and only the 89s are actually worth more than 750 coins right now. That might change up and down a little bit over the next few weeks, but not much at all, which is why we leave the grind upgrades the absolute last. Yes, we still complete them if we've got the 84 rated fodder, but if not, we don't stress about them too much. We can leave them and just ignore them until we, you know, get the daily resets of SBCs and we move on to step 1 of the SBCs from, you know, before. Once we've done all that, and once we've now only really got 85, 86, 87 rated fodder, hopefully some promo cards, because some 91, 92, 93 rated promo cards really help push this along, then you can go and start doing the gamble SBC, the player SBC, and if you've been using Pale Tools or Foot Genie, all of that should really only take about 15 minutes. It doesn't take longer at all using extensions. It takes a lot longer on the console, so if you're doing it on the console, maybe just do it every day at 6 p.m, do the bit of a grind, right? Don't stress yourself too much over it. But then we move on to the player SBC, the gamble SBC, and do as many segments as possible. Now, doing these high-rated 91 or 92 rated segments, you almost always need to buy some sort of players for. So if you're doing the SBC grind completely for free, you might need this unlimited segment that comes next, and especially those little tips at the end if you want to do it completely free, because the 91 rated squad is just demon time. That is crazy. So, unlimited, semi-unlimited, whatever you want to call it, the way to make this, you know, you can just sit and grind packs forever, but I don't like people calling it unlimited. I just don't like it, right? It's personal preference. I used to do it at the start, and it's not unlimited, or at least it kind of is, and I'll show you what I mean. We use the premium mixed leagues and the mixed league upgrades. If you guys have grinded these before, they are really, really fun at the start of the game when every pack matters. Towards the end of the game, they just become a little bit of a slog. If you're not doing this on Foot Genie or on Pale Tools, I would skip this, and honestly, I'd just wait for the daily refreshes of SBCs or wait for the tips of the video. If you've got access at all to a phone, laptop, anything, and you can use Pale Tools, you can use Foot Genie, you can use any form of extension, then you can start to look at the mixed leagues and the premium mixed league upgrades. And to be honest, only really the premium mixed league upgrades. The reason this is going to work is you're going to put coins into doing this, but you're going to get the coins back from the 2 tradable packs at the top, because even though it's a jumbo gold pack and a prime Electrum players pack, you don't really lose any coins. You don't really make any coins unless you pack something crazy, but you don't really lose any coins doing this. Basically, these cost like 10 to 14k to do if you buy them from absolute scratch, which you won't need to do, right? You'll have some of the players in your club. Everything you get from the top 2 packs, quick sell it, just sell everything that sells. Anything that just doesn't sell on the market, quick sell it. You normally make 5 to 8k back or 5 to 10k back, which sounds like you're losing coins, but every 3rd or 4th or 5th pack, like, you know, whatever, you got, you know, a promo card, a fodder card, a team of the week, or, well, I guess not team of the weeks anymore, but they used to be team of the weeks. Whatever it is, it's worth 10 or 15k, and that just refreshes you to do a few more of the grinds. all the untradeable cards you keep, and then basically these untradeable cards here, as well as the pack for doing the full premium mixed league segment, the prime gold players pack, you just go and funnel back in to the daily grind in these favorites over here. So you put it back into the crafting upgrades, the double 84s, you funnel everything back in, and basically that does genuinely make it unlimited, because you just keep putting coins in, you keep getting coins back out, and you just will never run out of cards. But that takes ages. It is a real slog. So only really do that if you are using extensions or have got, you know, a way of doing it super fast. And I will say, if you are not in the Discord already, I know at least for next year, we're going to be putting templates in for those League SBCs where you can just copy people's Pale Tools templates and make it way faster. So get yourself in the free Discord if you're not already. But let's jump into the 3 tips to make this all a lot easier, a lot faster. And before we do that, let's just quickly recap the full grind, start to finish. So step 1 is go and do all your daily upgrades, you know, bronze through gold, going through all your daily upgrades. The step 2 is turning all your commons into rares, which right now is this Glory Hunters crafting upgrade. Step 3 is turning all of your rares up to 82 rated into 84 plus rated rares with the double 84 pack. If it's a different pack out when you're watching this, absolutely fine. Whatever the SBC is that you put rares into to get fodder, that's what we do next. Step 4 is do the provisions upgrade. So that's going to be upgrades at the back for me. There we are, step 4, do all the provisions upgrades using the 85 rated cards you just got from that. And then the next step is basically to repeat steps 2 to 4. Keep putting all the cards from the provisions into the SBCs that give, you know, commons to rares, rares to 84s, back into provisions. Keep doing that cycle until you've done all provisions. Then we can go on to step 5. Step 5 is use the gamble SBCs, the 1084s, 1085s, 886s, all those mid-tier gamble SBCs. And whenever you run out of Team of the Weeks, do the Team of the Week upgrade. Once you've done step 6, which is the Team of the Week upgrade, and then you've done, you know, step 5, done all the gamble SBCs, you've done all the 8x86s, all the 10x84s, all the 10x85s. Step 7 is then doing the secondary fodder upgrades, which are the ones that turn low-rated fodder into high-rated fodder. So that is the grind upgrade there, and it is the other one, the 87 to 90 upgrade back here. Go and do your secondary fodder upgrades. Step 8 is then go and put your fodder into the actual SBC itself, so like Romero or whatever it is, right? Whatever SBC you're grinding. And then step 9, if you want to call it a step, is making the SBC grind unlimited by doing the League SBCs right at the back, which you put coins into them, sell everything that sells, put all the untradeable cards back into the upgrade, and make the upgradable grind unlimited that way. With 3 tips. I did promise you guys to make this faster, easier, better, whatever you want to call it. Number 1 is the easiest tip to do, and yet the one that I know not a single person listening to this video will follow because you guys are absolute degens, is don't do stupid gamble SBCs, right? For example, the 1 of 3 FOF Glory Hunters Team 1 player pick is not a stupid gamble SBC, as it's got a semi-half mini decent chance of getting like some, you know, decent card. But the 1 of 3 plus 92 plus UEFA winners, fantasy of football, category player pick, well, I can't say it, it's a mouthful that. Cards like that one, or sorry, SBCs like that one are just useless, right? They're absolutely useless. They're a waste of fodder. People do them and then struggle to go and complete player SBCs. That is why. Don't do gamble SBCs. Number 2 feels like an obvious one for me, but I know there's a lot of people that won't do it. Just please go and do as many objectives as possible. Not like it's a job, just go and do the objectives that give really, really good rewards. For example, Gauntlet right now is super, super easy. And look at the Kai Havertz objectives down here. 10x86, 10x87, 8x88, 2 5x90s. Actually, sorry, 3 5x90s. It goes without saying, if you go and get those SBC packs before you start this, and you were looking to do Romero, you'd be able to do Romero in half the time, right? The SBC grind is fantastic, but using objectives to help get some fodder is brilliant as well. And step 3, or tip 3, sorry, applies for most people. Just do the daily upgrades that refresh, and that should be most player SBCs you need. Pick and choose the player SBCs, for example, do Romero, and then don't do any others. You know, wait for the next good one if that's what you want to do. But basically, just do the daily upgrades every single day. Don't spend 5 hours on the game on one day. Just spend half an hour to an hour on your phone, on laptop, on the game, whatever it is, doing the SBCs. Not even half an hour, right? 10 to 15 minutes on Pale Tools. Do the daily upgrades. Do the 84x10s and the 86x8s before they reset. Do that every single day, just for a few minutes. That alone will get you most player SBCs on this game until the rest of the cycle. Boys, I hope this video did help. I believe we make the best grind videos on YouTube. Some of the ones I see are terrible, to be honest. But yeah, I hope that does help. Subscribe if it does help. Like, hype the video, whatever it is. But boys, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.